I used to be told that my problems weren't real, that mental illness was a construct that was created by Westerners, that the struggles that I felt for years were nothing. How could I be depressed in an amazing country such as this? Because in a third world country like their motherland, people didn't have time to worry about mental illness. And if people can't see it, then it must not exist. Never knew that my depression was a cryptid. I used to be told that my problems were artistic, that there was something hauntingly entrancing in the suffering, that suicide was considered this decision of the strong. How could I possibly ignore the sweet call of death? Because allowing the Reaper to take my soul was nothing less than a tragically beautiful aesthetic. And if people could feel it, then it must be alluring. Never knew that my depression was poetry. We either ostracize or romanticize, but why don't we just recognize this desire to die? Because depression doesn't always show itself through slashes on wrists, constant tears in eyes, or an Eeyore-esque personality. Sometimes depression is only the twitch of the corner of your mouth as you repeat your mantra out loud of, "I'm fine, how are you?" Sometimes depression comes even when you're having a day of extreme clarity. You could be standing with your most beloved friends, laughing at some poorly timed joke or sarcastic remark, and then something catches your attention. Maybe it was the unwarranted lilt of your voice. Maybe it was the way a single trembling breath passed your lips. Maybe it was when you realized that your tongue doesn't fit quite right in your mouth. Maybe it was when you realized that your stance was incredibly awkward. And suddenly there is no more clarity. There is no more laughter. There is no more fun. There is only one phrase apparent. God, I wish I could die. But that's not something that I can bring up in conversation. And it's not because I'm scared of being vulnerable. It's because people just don't want to hear it and they get mad at me for being comfortable enough to be able to share such things. Because apparently talking about it makes it even more real. As if me lying awake the night before questioning whether I should end it all was all fake. Just a bad dream. Because we are trained to tuck ourselves away. Our struggles are a burden that we shouldn't bring others into. Because apparently strength means doing everything by yourself. Because apparently strength means never learning from other people. Because apparently strength is never showing vulnerability. But how is strength anything else? And yet, even if you realize this, you're still afraid to talk about the pieces that you've cut out and brushed under the rug. You just hope that no one will see the cobwebs forming in the empty spaces of yourself. But soon enough, you'll find yourself eroding away, leaving you to only be bullet points instead of a dissertation. You do not have to erase and condense yourself to make it easier for people to follow. I can understand why you would be afraid. Afraid of retaliation, of invalidation, afraid of being vulnerable. But let me tell you that there are more people in the world who are willing to listen, who are just waiting on someone else to speak up first.